Morning one and all. Today we are going to learn about voice. So you take voice. It is nothing but the quality of a verb which indicates whether the subject acts or is acted upon. If it acts, then you can call it as active voice. If it is acted upon, then you can call it as a passive voice. Any sentence structure will always have a subject, a verb, and an object. So now if you're looking into voice, definitely it has three types. One is called as the active voice and the other one is the passive. Third one, you can always call it as impersonal passive voice. But before we go into this active, passive, impersonal, passive, you should know a few basic things. First of all, there are different forms of verbs. One is the be form, two, have form, and three, do form of verbs. So you should be aware of all these be, have, and do form of verbs as well as the past participle form of the verb. Now let's look into the be form of verbs. You take the be form, you can divide it into present tense and past tense. This present tense once again could be divided into singular, plural. Singular, there are two. One, am, and the two is. Plural, there is only one. It's called as are. Past tense form of verbs could be again divided into singular and plural. Was is the singular form of past tense verb and where is the plural form of past tense verbs. Now, if you look into have form of verbs, once again, you can divide it into present tense, past tense. Under present tense, you have again singular and plural. Under singular, has. Have is the plural form of present tense have form of verb. Whereas you look into the past tense, you have only one and that is had. Do form of verbs. Once again, you can convert it into, you can divide it into present and past, singular and plural. Present tense does is a singular form of present tense verb. Do is a plural form of a present tense verb. Whereas you take past tense, there is only one, which is did. Okay, now we've looked into the different forms of verbs. Now, how do you form a past participle form of a verb? Any verb given to you, you need to form the past participle. How do you do it? You take the verb and then next to the verb, you're going to add one of these endings. Either you add ed or d, en or n. When you do this, you get the past participle form. Example, let's take the verb give. If you're going to add n to give, it becomes given. So this is the given is the past participle form of the verb give. Okay. Now, since we looked into the basics, let's look into the sentence. How now you're going to identify, how you're going to identify the voice of a given sentence. Let's take a very simple example. The cat killed the rat. Now, first of all, we need to check whether it follows the sentence pattern. Does it have a subject? Yes. The cat is the subject. Does it have a verb? Yes. Killed, the verb is killed. Object, the rat. So now you're going to identify. Now let's look into this. Subject we said is the cat. The rule to identify whether a given sentence is inactive is active voice, then it has to follow a structure. The structure says the subject of a sentence and the doer of the action should be the same. Now, what is the subject? The cat. Who's doing the action of killing? It's a cat. Therefore, the subject and the doer of the sentence are one and the same. Therefore, this given sentence is said to be active voice. Next, let's look into how to transform this active to passive. The sentence which I told you previously is the cat. The cat killed the rat. Now we said the cat is a subject, killed is a verb, and the rat is the object. Now what is the tense of the verb killed? It's a past tense. Now all that you need to know here is the passive voice structure. What is the structure? It has to have a noun or a pronoun. That should be in turn followed by a be form of verb and then the past participle of the verb by and the doer. Now, what are the be form of verbs that we know? Am, is, are, was, were. Okay. Now, what is the tense of the verb given? Killed. What is the root form of the verb killed? Kill. Now, tense is past tense and the root verb is kill. So, what should we do? How to form the past participle? Kill plus ed, killed. Okay. Now, since this is in the past tense, you have a choice of choosing between was and were. So, let's keep that aside. Who's the doer? Cat. By, killed. Now, the noun is rat. Rat is singular plural. If this is singular, then you will have a singular form of a be form of verb. If this is plural, you will have a plural form of a be form of verb. Therefore, the rat was killed by the cat. Now, how to convert the same sentence into impersonal passive? Impersonal passive, it's very simple. Now, we said noun or pronoun followed by a be form of verb and the past participle of the verb placed by and the doer. Now, impersonal passive means you will not mention by whom was this done. Fine. So, structure will stop with noun or pronoun plus be form plus past participle. The rat was killed. That's all. Now, examples. Let's look into this. When I say the Professor Joe teaches at Oxford, it is active voice. Same. If you need to convert, you have to convert this teach into passive be form of verb plus the past participle. So he is taught at Oxford by Professor Joe. And impersonal passive, he is taught at Oxford. If the same thing comes as a question, how do they teach grammar? Once again, choose the verb. The verb is teach. Identify the verb. Look into the tense of the verb. It is simple present tense. Therefore, be form of verb in the present tense singular followed by the past participle. So, how is grammar taught by them? Do they teach grammar? Do is a present tense form. Therefore, now let's look into this. I misplaced my documents yesterday. It is active voice. Now, misplaced is the past tense form of the verb. Therefore, it will become the documents, since this is plural, were misplaced by me yesterday. And impersonal, the documents were misplaced yesterday. Now, he did not invite me to the concert. Did is the past tense, therefore you say was not. And invite will become invited. Did you break my mug? Did again, past tense, therefore was my mug broken by you? Hope you enjoy. Thank you.